Okay, picture this. You walk into an exam room, right? But there's no doctor. Instead, a calm, disembodied voice tells you what's wrong, writes a prescription, and even schedules your next appointment. Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but believe it or not, we are getting closer to that reality than you probably think.
So it brings up a huge, maybe even uncomfortable question. Could an AI actually be better at diagnosing you than a highly trained human doctor? And that question is moving out of the realm of philosophy and straight into the research lab.
So let's get into it. A team of researchers from places like Harvard Medical School basically staged the ultimate medical showdown. They took today's top AI models and threw them into the ring with a century's worth of the most baffling, challenging medical cases ever published. These are the absolute toughest of the tough.
Now, to pull this off, they didn't just grab any old AI off the shelf. No, they built a specialist. You can think of it as a kind of digital Sherlock Holmes, but for medicine.
And here it is. This is Dr. Cobbett. I know this slide looks incredibly complicated. It's pulled right from the research paper. But the idea behind it is pretty straightforward. It's named after Dr. Richard Cobbett, the guy who started these case studies way back in 1923. Now, this isn't a robot walking around in a lab coat. It's a really sophisticated system built to do one thing: think and reason through complex medical puzzles, just like a top-tier doctor would.
So here's how it worked. First, the AI just consumed a massive library of information. We're talking over 7,100 of these complex cases. Then it started learning, picking up on the logic, the patterns, even the writing style of the human experts who originally cracked these cases. And then finally, they set it loose on new, unsolved cases to see what it could do.
So the battle was on, the machine versus human doctors. When the pressure was on, how did our Dr. Cobbett actually do? Let's take a look at the scorecard. Okay, I know there's a lot going on in these charts, but let's just focus on the most important part, that graph up in the top right. This chart is all about top 10 diagnostic accuracy. All that means is, did the doctor or the AI get the correct diagnosis somewhere in their top 10 list of possibilities?
And this right here tells the story. The best performing AI model, called O3, got the correct diagnosis in its top 10 an incredible 84% of the time. Now, compare that to a group of 20 human doctors. Even when they could use Google or any other search engine they wanted, they only hit 45%. I mean, that is a massive difference. The AI was almost twice as accurate.
But, and this is a really, really important but, this amazing performance was all about text. The AI is a genius at reading written case files because it can remember and connect dots across 100 years of medical literature, something no human brain could ever do. When it comes to looking at images, though, like x-rays or pathology slides, the AI's accuracy takes a nosedive, and humans are still way, way better.
And this